Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of my vlog. I'm your host Orange Zeppelin and today it is 4th of July. I hope everybody's having a good day. I know I'm going to be having a good day because it's a beautiful day outside and I'm going to be doing some grilling. I'm going to be cooking some weenies. We got macaroni salad, we got potato salad, we got pasta salad. There was some other kind of salad. I don't know. I'm going to be consuming my weight in mayonnaise today, so I'm pretty excited. But first off, I wanted to check in with you guys and tell you what I got done in June, which was a lot of things, even though June felt like it went really fast. I think I said that last month. I don't like when my months are going by really fast. I had several of those weeks where it's like blink and you miss it. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like when time moves super fast like that. But it was a very productive June. First thing, most important thing that I set out to do in June was actually finish issue 6 of Whoa Awesome Space Babe, at least from to page 27, not necessarily get the cover done, and that's exactly what I did. I got all my pages done. I don't remember what page I was on when I started the month, but I got a lot done in a fairly short amount of time. So all I have to do is the cover, and I have most of the backgrounds done on that, so things are going very well. I'm actually going to be posting all of the pages on my DeviantArt later today. By the time this video goes up, I should have them all up on DeviantArt. They are also all up on Patreon. I've been linking them on my Twitter, so you can totally find them. I am going to be promoting the crap out of this because I want more people to read it. I'm super happy. I think my coloring turned out really well in this issue. Definitely compared to earlier issues and compared to the last issue, which I think, well, I did a decently good job of figuring out things like lighting. I think it was too dark and a little too hard to see in some scenes, and I think in this comic I did a better job, but I'll let you guys be the judge of that. You can check it out, and I will have all the links below where you can check it out. Also, I got obviously the Lee Week Day 7 was finished within the first few days of the month, and I did the whole Lee Week recap video where I talk about what I thought about all of my pieces, what I had in mind, complained that I didn't like Lee Week Day 7 that much, but I overplanned and tried to do something too complicated in a short amount of time, and I explain more in the video, so if you haven't seen that yet, it is on my channel and you can check it out. Other video things that happened, my cooking video, if you haven't seen that, you need to check that out. That was very fun to make. And I will say that 2 of the recipes I made in that video I've gone on to make in my own time, one of which I actually did make for a friend's birthday party. In the video I mentioned, one of the things, it was basically a gluten-free recipe, even though it wasn't advertised as that because nobody cared about that in the 70s, but since it was a treat that turned out really well and it is gluten-free, I said that, I have a friend that I would totally make this for. This would be perfect for him. And I did bring that to his birthday and he really liked it. So I was proud. Everybody liked it. What else did I get done that I actually planned to do? This is one of those months where I had a particular list of things I planned and then extra things happened, and then I had things I added to the list that I didn't really need to add to the list, and some things didn't even get touched, but we'll talk about that in a bit. But you may have seen my wooden sword posted on, did I post it on? I posted it on Instagram. It hasn't gone up on Twitter and Tumblr yet, so you might not have seen this, but I showed off my progress in the previous vlog. Let's see if you can almost see the detail on the hilt. I have some wood burning going on. There's a little bit of shaping to the wood. It's hard to see, actually. Maybe you can see. Okay, there we go. You can see the shaping there. And then I have some fake leather for the hilt. Initially, I didn't like the pommel that much, but I think it's fine. It's just maybe not shaped perfectly, but the fact that it is simple, I think works perfectly fine with the sword design. And this was all done with just hand tools and, what am I trying to articulate here? Like metal files and things. And the only thing that was really, really difficult was dealing with the knots in the wood, which you can see here. That was really hard to sand and saw around. And they do kind of stand out even though I added a stain. But overall, I really like how this turned out. I'm pretty proud. I'm already planning on making another one sometime in the future. I got my paper mache Urukai sword down. This, I think, actually would be way easier than the last one because it's just a slab. Just a slab. I just need to find a piece of wood that is approximately that size, and that shouldn't be difficult. So that was one of my mini projects that just somehow got squeezed in around Well Awesome Space Babe. That was a really fun thing to do. Extra things that happened that weren't on the list included, you guys saw my art snacks video that I don't remember when I posted it. I said this month went by really fast, and now I just don't remember when any of these various things happened. Was that early in the month? Was that recently? It might have been somewhat early in the month. I actually have another art snacks box right here. And I'm going to be doing another art snacks video very soon, as in, like, today after this vlog. So, more art snacks videos are coming. Another extra thing that happened, the Monsters Holding Bitches prompt for this month. Am I going to have to censor this? I don't know. I don't know who this character is exactly, but it's from a movie I haven't seen that apparently I'm missing out on the fact that I haven't seen it. I think this is the movie with, like, Tim Curry as the devil, and I should actually definitely be watching this movie. But there's, like, a hag, swamp hag, and we were supposed to draw her, but, like, naked. I'm not sure why that was the prompt, but I'm not complaining. I actually like how that piece turned out, too. So that was the Monsters Holding Bitches prompt for this month. I also did a painting of Batman for my uncle's birthday. I worked on that really fast, and I'm glad how that turned out, considering how I was on a time crunch. But I think sometimes I've done better work in a time crunch because it's less of a don't think, just go, and that sometimes works really well for me if I'm painting, because a lot of times my painting process is slow, too methodical, redoing things, and sometimes I just need to be handed paint and be like, just paint, just, you have an hour, make something happen, and I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, sometimes I work well under pressure and when I give myself a deadline, which actually is why I very often give myself deadlines on projects, even though nobody else cares. But if I say I need to do it by this day, sometimes that's helpful in getting it out faster. So, is that everything? No, that is not everything, because I have a commission I'm working on, and I'm super happy. I've actually had somebody, at least one person, commission me almost every month this year, which, like, one commission a month isn't a lot, but as somebody who hasn't had a lot of commissions in the past, the fact that I'm getting so many commissions consistently, I'm super excited about that. I'm really thankful, and this is somebody who's a repeat customer, and so that's really cool, because you having somebody that likes your art enough that they want to keep getting it from you. I like that a lot. And I mentioned in a previous vlog when I did the cover for the role-playing game, this is somebody that might come back for more art in the future, so I'm excited for that also. That was a really fun project to work on. So that's everything I accomplished. That was a lot of stuff that I got done, and the only thing I didn't get to were things that I just kind of tacked onto the list that realistically I wasn't gonna get around to. One of which being like a whole comic, just like I think I decided I was only gonna do 8 or so pages, but I'm gonna submit another Gobliterated multi-page comic to Feral Publications at some point in the future. I just need to get around to planning and doing the thing, but I already know what direction I'm going to go in the comic. It's just about having the time to get it out. And then also, I'm going to enter an art contest, and I have a piece planned that I'm going to submit, and I have until early in August, but that means that this month is when I need to get it done. So that is a good transition to the list of things that I need to do in this month of July, which you'll see is already a large list, but part of it has to do with the fact that it's like major projects that have multiple parts to them. So since I mentioned that art contest submission, I'm going to put that at the top of my list. That's what the most important thing, maybe most important thing is. I also listed, I mentioned in the previous vlog, I'm overhauling my portfolio. I'm going to make something better. I'm going to tweak it visually. I have a specific Tumblr that's separate from my regular Tumblr that I use just for portfolio stuff. I'm going to change the batch of art that's on there. I'm going to change my artist statement, and that's actually going to go... That's something I'm going to do on multiple sites. I'm going to change my social media bio on other sites to make them a little more condensed, because some of them are kind of text wall-y. I think my DeviantArt is a little bit of a text wall. And then just tweak it to be a little more professional without necessarily being sterile, I guess, because sometimes you can be too professional to the point that you don't sound interesting and personable, and I want to make sure I have that balance. So, rewriting social media, I have some pieces that I've been wanting to work on for a while that are going to go into my new portfolio, so I'm considering that part of the portfolio overhaul. And then I also want to just do a better job of looking around and seeing who can I send my portfolio to, because I have never known... I don't know where to send things. I could send things to the Magic the Gathering people. I don't know. Maybe they'll think I'm cool. I feel like that's a very high standard. I think before I send my portfolio to like the Magic the Gathering people and like Blizzard or whoever, I should start a little bit on a more accessible level. I don't know. Sometimes you just need to send your portfolio places and see what happens. The worst they can say is no. I mean, I hope that's the worst they can say. I don't want to know what would be worse than them just saying no. But basically, like job hunt sort of things. I'm considering that part of the portfolio overhaul. I'm also going to be doing a Patreon overhaul, and that's more of just... I don't know. Obviously, Whoa Awesome Space Babe is still going to be up. I might take Obliterated off of Patreon. You can see it on every other social media site I have. It's just Whoa Awesome Space Babe I want to have on Patreon is more of a encouraging people to donate, and I'm going to do a lot more bonus content on Patreon. So when you donate, you actually will be getting exclusive content, which I have plans for exclusive comics that are going to be up on Patreon in the future. So I'll see how much planning I can do this month. Mostly, I'm just going to do a little bit of a break from comics because I just have been working on Whoa Awesome Space Babe 6 for so long, and I need to take a little breather, focus on other projects. So, I'm reading my list out of order. Now I'm like, where was I? Portfolio overhaul, taking my comic break, Patreon. Oh, I have a painting video that's going to be happening this month. I've filmed a little bit of the preparation process. I need to do a little more planning on the painting, and then I can actually start filming the painting. It'll be cool. I'm actually redoing something that I when did I paint it? Was it 2017? That seems... I don't think 2017 seems too long ago. I think it was more recently than that. I do have this thing about redoing old pieces, and just if there's paintings I have that I don't like, I just repaint them. Just like, it saves money on canvases. And this one, I'm just repainting the same thing on that same canvas. I sanded it down and everything, and I'm going to make something even cooler. I mean, I hope it'll be cool. I gotta be more positive. It's definitely gonna be cooler. Definitely it is gonna be even cooler than the original piece. And then I think that's all for my plans. It's like overhaul portfolio, overhaul my Patreon, got a painting video, art contest, do some Patreon bonuses, and I do have a little bit of an idea I'm formulating for something that not really art related, but I recently fixed my Game Boy Advance, and I was super proud of myself, and I started watching all these Game Boy Advance restoration videos, and now I'm thinking I might be able to figure something out here. I think that would be a very fun skill to have. I'm not going to jump right into that because I want to just buy a junk Game Boy Advance, or Game Boy Color, and just mess around with it and learn just from that. I never want to just jump completely into a whole venture that may not work super well, and it may require a lot more specialized knowledge that I don't have, and I'll need to acquire that just from learning, because the only thing that was really wrong with my Game Boy Advance is the power switch was dirty. So I just had to crack it open, take a Q-tip, clean off the crud that was on the power switch, and that got it working again. And I know that that's a super lucky thing to have happen. If I'm really going to learn how to fix these things, there's going to be much weirder problems to deal with in the future. But I think it'll be a fun thing to learn, even if I can't necessarily make a whole business out of it. Just doing it occasionally for fun would be really, really cool. So that's one of my multiple big plans I have going on. I hopefully did not overplan for July at all, but you know me, I overplan all the time. So on that note, I'm gonna call it good. I'm gonna start filming my other videos. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate every one of you. I'm at 80 subscribers now. Please like the video, comment. What's a good thing to comment? What are you guys' big plans for July? Even if it's like not even art related, just if you're doing something fun, going on vacation, planning to do absolutely nothing but play Skyrim all month, just tell me what your plans are, and have an awesome time making art.